Reddy was that player we talked about earlier. Came out of Air Force. This kid, NCAA Home Run Derby champion. High expectations for number 5.
He makes contact deep into left field. Going back, it's going to bounce off the wall. And Reddy is going to gun for 2. And he's going to make it to second with a double to start off the bottom of the 5th inning. Igor Baez with no one out. In the bottom of the 5th, no score, tie game, runners on 1st and 3rd for Batavia. And now we have to see if Rafael Gomez can compose himself and get out of this inning. Reed did the same for Batavia last time he was pitching. First pitch of the at-bat is drilled out into center. Now it looks like Reddy is going to tag up from 3rd, and he is going to get there safely standing up. It's a sacrifice fly by Igor Baez, and Batavia leads 1-0. Any pitch that is hit even to shallow outfield anywhere. Rosario has speed. He is the one on 3rd. He is probably going to tag up and try to score. Keep that in mind as the count goes to 2-1 for Reddy. Runner goes, and they got Edwards in a pickle between 1st and 2nd. Throw home, and Rosario is going to make it. He stole home whenever they were distracted, and everyone's safe. Oh my goodness, it's 2-0 Muckdogs. Like I said, Rosario will take any chance he gets, and with his speed, he gets in standing. The 1-0 pitch. Contact made. It's popped up into right field. Peyton Burdick able to make the play. Runner tags from 2nd. No, he decides to stay. There was so much of an arm from Burdick, who gets it to 3rd quickly, that the runner couldn't tag.
Wow, that was a heck of a throw. That was a fireball.
First pitch popped up into shallow left. Rosario calling everyone off. He makes the play. He retreats and snags the 3rd out. And on opening day, on the 80th anniversary of the Batavia Muckdogs, they start with a home opener win against the Doubledays. It's a 2-0 win.
Batavia Muckdogs Baseball is on Genesee County's own 100.1 and 1490 WBTA.
Welcome back to Dwyer Stadium. I'm Tyler Helvin, alongside me, Pete Zeller, for our post-game wrap-up here at Dwyer Stadium. Batavia winning the pitcher's duel, getting a 2-0 victory on opening day against the Auburn Doubledays. Pete, we were talking about, who do we give the MVP to? I think I would give it to Rosario. He went 2 for 4 today. However, the combination of his base running awareness and his fielder's awareness, I think, gives him the top spot. Of course, the scoring started with Igor Baez in the bottom of the 5th, flying out to center field to get the sacrifice fly to make it 1-0. And then in the bottom of the 6th, Evan Edwards created a pickle between 1st and 2nd with Rosario on 3rd. Rosario realized what was happening, stole home, they threw home, and because they threw home and with Rosario being so fast, he got in standing. Edwards took 2nd, and that caused the 2nd run of the game. No scoring after that, but Rosario made, 2, 3, 4, 5 plays across his body. It's short. Was it in the right place at the right time? All the time. I think he's deserving. Well, Dakota Bennett, the left-handed pitcher, gets his first start today after moving up from the GCL Marlins this year. He previously played here in Batavia in 2018, where we had an 0-2 record and an 8.68 ERA. He's looking to turn that around, especially coming in and having his first start this year for the Muckdogs in 2019. That was Batavia PA announcer Paul Spiata providing you with the national anthem. Fantastic job, Paul. When we left off, Pete, we were talking about pitching. Rafael Gomez will get the call today for Auburn. Gomez is from the Dominican Republic. International free agent signing in 2016. This is also his first start for the right-hander. He went 10-9 in his previous 3 years. He was in the Gulf Coast League as well as the Rookie League. 10-9. His ERA was 4.44. His best year was back in 2016 where he had a 2.25. He's looking to turn things around and, bump down that ERA, which is not terrible. 4.44 starting out is not that bad. 1-1 swing, contact made to short. It's bobbled, and no play is able to be made as it's short. He collides with the second baseman. They were both trying to converge on it. Sam Castro collides with Gerardo Nunez, who is now on the ground.
Yeah, Nunez back up to his knees now, still slow to get up.
So only on the second pitch there was a potential injury that almost occurred. Looked like Nunez is okay. He's jumping up and down. Castro and him took a shot. They collided going for the ball. It ricocheted off of Castro's shoe and then rolled to second base. 0-1, contact made. That's going to split the gap between first and second. Now Bautista is going to round second and go for third. The throw to third. He's nailed it third. He's out. A fantastic throw from Guaymaro in right, and there's one away. On the arm of Bautista, just got him. The first pitch of the next at-bat is fouled off out of play. And actually, that might stay in play, and Nick Reddy makes a basket catch over his head like a wide receiver for the second out in foul territory. He made it look routine. First pitch was outside for a ball, the 1-0 to Reddy. Reddy makes contact out into left field. Is it going to split the gap? It is. It splits the gap, and it goes to the wall. One run's going to score. Reddy's gunning for two, and he makes it in with an RBI double. It's a 1-0 lead for the Muckdogs. A long, long look by Gomez. First pitch is hit between first and second. We'll see if the runner will be sent home. The throw home from right field, and it's not going to get there. He's safe. Reddy comes home, and it's 2-0 Muckdogs. So 2 away very quickly for the Double Days. Muckdogs have a 2-0 lead here in the top of the second inning. The 1-0 by Bennett is hit out of the left field. Orr is retreating. He's back to the wall, and it's gone. Jack Dunn hits a home run, and it's a 2-1 game. A look to first by Bennett. Now the throw, the 0-1. Runner goes, pitch in down low. The throw to second nails him for the out.
He knew it too.
An unbelievable throw by Michael Hernandez. And that's going to be the third out. Peroni doesn't get a chance to do anything. However, Jack Dunn gets the homer right before the Mendez hit by pitch. So the Double Days get 1 run. However, still down 2-1. The Muckdogs will get a chance to try and see if they can add some cushion to this score. You're listening to Muckdogs Baseball on WBTA. And I'm only going to be doing this for just this at-bat, but I want to do this because I told everyone I would do it. We're going to go back to 1925. Rafael Gomez currently pitching with a 2-0 count. The Muckdogs have a 2-1 lead with runners in scoring position on second and third. Albert Guaymaro trying to make something happen. And G. Willikers Pete, this is a phenomenal game so far. The 2-0 is an off-speed pitch in for a strike. This young man trying to deliver in a jam right now, trying to get out of the inning. The Muckdogs trying to create a cushion. 6 hits so far in this game, Pete. 1 error for both teams.
Hip, hip, cheerio.
Rafael is set. The 3-2 to Guaymaro. Contact made. It's going to go past the third baseman on the ground into left field, and 1 run's going to come home to score. It's a 3-1 lead for the Muckdogs. As the Muckdogs are up 3-1 with runners on first and third now. Still no one away. A big swing by Orr. Hits it deep out into left field. Going back at the wall. It's off the wall. Runner's going to tag up and score. It's a 4-1 lead for the Muckdogs.
Tyler Bennett with a rough inning. Things are back tied up.
Yeah, Dakota Bennett, he's just been having a rough outing. We've said all game. The defense has been saving him. Previously, there was 3 hits, and meanwhile the Double Days could have had 7 or 8, but his defense was saving him. Now, Dakota Bennett gives up a home run, 4 runs in the top of the 4th. And like you said, up 5-1. Pitching has been a huge problem lately for the Double Days. And just when you thought, 5-1, it's very commanding. In a single inning, it's 5-5. Contact made out into right field. Giving chase is Jake Renda. He goes back to the wall. It's off the wall. It rolls back into shallow right field. Reddy is headed to third. He's hustling. He'll get in standing as he does the baby Marlin jump to the dugout on third. The 0-1 pitch is down low and in the dirt. Able to be snagged. Count goes 1-1. And Pete, you have no outs. Nick Reddy on third. All you're thinking about right now is just make contact on the right side of the infield or just hit it into the outfield. You can pop it up, but Reddy can tag up and score. Bottom of the 8th, tie game, 5-5. Nick Reddy on third. No one away. 3-1 pitch. Contact made. That's going to be hit into shallow right field. Nick Reddy Reddy is going to score, and the Muckdogs take a 6-5 lead. We are up to 23 total hits this game. No balls, 2 strikes to Sam Castro, the 0-2. Contact made. It's going to stay fair. It drops in left field. Dakota is rounding third. He's going to be sent home. The throw home. He's safe. The tag is lead. He gets in. It's a 2-run lead for the Muckdogs. Now the 1-2 to Michael Hernandez. Castro goes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Tag at third. He's safe. Castro got under the tag and steals third. So Hernandez strikes out swinging, but Castro is able to use his speed and take third. Now with 2 away, and Gerardo Nunez up to the plate. The Muckdogs have a chance to be up by 3 now if Nunez can get a base hit. Heading now into the top of the 9th, the Doubledays have rallied back once before after they were down 5-1 to make it 5-5. Can they do it again? We are up to 24 total hits this game. 14 for the Muckdogs, 10 for the Doubledays, 4 total errors, 3 by Batavia and 1 by Auburn. And now Ricardo Mendez is up to the plate. He struck out the last time he's up, and Batavia is sticking with Raul Brito to try to clear this out. Brito, a long look back to second. Now the pitch to Pena. Pop fly. It's on the infield. People have to call it. There's 4 players converging on it, and it's caught.
Nick Reddy got it.
Nick Reddy caught it, and he was actually, now he's talking to Sam Castro saying, what are you doing? Because they both went for the ball. Reddy managed to be the one to snag it away, and now the crowd on their feet cheering. Brito now set for the 0-2 to Sanchez. The 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Brito gets the win for the Muckdogs, and Batavia breaks the back-to-back loss streak after being away from home, comes back and gets the 7-5 win in game 1 of 3. It took 14 hits to do it, Pete, but they managed. We'll be right back with our post-game wrap-up here at Dwyer Stadium. You're listening to Muckdogs Baseball on WBTA.
1490 WBTA.
Welcome back to Dwyer Stadium. We are just now wrapping up this 7-5 victory for the Muckdogs. It was a close one the entire game after breaking away early in the 4th inning, scoring 4 runs and being up 5-1. Auburn came back to tie it up at 5, and it took all the way until the 8th inning for the Muckdogs to score 2 more runs. They managed to hold on to that lead, and 24 total hits in this game. 3 errors by the Muckdogs, 1 by Auburn. Today's Muckdogs broadcast was brought to you by WBTA, delivering you Muckdogs baseball for the entire 2019 season. I'd like to thank my partner Pete Zeller for being here, as well as thank you for listening. We'll be back tomorrow at 3:50 for pregame and tomorrow's 4:05 coverage of Auburn and Batavia's doubleheader. Good night, everyone. Bottom of the 1st, Muckdogs down 2-0. Or it takes a huge lead. The ball gets away as there's a pickoff attempt, and now it's actually going to go out of play. So Orr, I think, is going to get third. He took off for second. Albert Carrillo couldn't get the ball at first as it went away, and Orr is going to be given third. Actually, no, there's going to be a visit now between the umpires to see if Orr is going to be given only second. And it looks like they're giving Orr third. So with 1 out and the dangerous Peyton Burdick at the plate with a 1-1 count, the Muckdogs already have a chance to cut this deficit to 1 in the bottom of the 1st, down 2-0. 1-1, contact made by Burdick, hit the short, fielded at short, long throw to first. Burdick is able to beat out the throw. It's an RBI single for Burdick, and it's 2-1 now. We're up to 9 pitches in this at-bat now. Already getting the pitch count up for Edgar Martinez, and at this point, even if Colton was to strike out, the Doubledays would consider this a success. The 2-2 popped up and fouled out of play again. We are up to 10. So Colton working all the way up to a 10-pitch at-bat, still alive, 2-2 pitch, popped up again. However, a play is going to be made by Evan Edwards. He camps under it in foul territory right at first base, and he manages to catch it. But not until Colton works 10 pitches in that at-bat. That was a very long one out for the Muckdog. So now we'll head back to the top of the order. Rafael Bautista steps in. In his first at-bat, way back on Saturday, June 15th, he started the game with a strikeout. And from that point on is where the Doubledays took control 2-0. But now, again, only up by 1, 2-1. First pitch of the at-bat is swung on and missed on a pitch outside. I think you can actually hear the birds chirping right now. 0-2 popped up on the infield. Gerardo Nunez camps under it and makes the play. So no damage there, as it's a pop fly to end the inning. You're listening to Muckdogs Baseball on WBTA. Welcome back to Dwyer Stadium. I'm Tyler Helvin, providing coverage of today's doubleheader between the Batavia Muckdogs and the Auburn Doubledays. Currently a 2-1 lead for the Doubledays. It was 2-0. Again, for those of you that are just joining us, this is a continuation of the rainout game that occurred on Saturday, June 15th. This game started in the bottom of the first and will be going a total of 9 innings. Game 2 of the doubleheader will be going only 7 and will start 30 minutes after the end of this game. Batavia getting to know Auburn very well, playing them 5 of the first 7 games. The only away game of those 5 that they will be facing Auburn in is tomorrow. They're going to be actually traveling to Auburn for the only away game of this 5-game stretch. Makes contact deep into left field. Is that going to drop? No, it's gone! Brian Hernandez with a bomber to tie the game. He just managed to hit it over the left field wall, which is 16 feet high, and now it's a tie game for the Muckdogs. So Hernandez with his first home run of the season. He joins Evan Edwards and Peyton Burdick as the 2 others on the team who have hit boomers. So game now tied as we'll head to Gerardo Nunez. The 0-1 pitch is hit on the ground to second. Routine play by Phil Caulfield, throw on to first, and the out is made, but not before Brian Hernandez manages to hit a solo shot off of Strom to tie the game at 2. We're all knotted up again. Same story as last night. Game was tied 5-5 for a long time. We'll see how long this game is tied. You're listening to Muckdogs Baseball on WBTA. Martinez with the windup. A shot by Phil Caulfield to deep left is foul. Just was foul. It had the distance, hooked at the last second, and Martinez shakes his hands and wipes them on his pants in sweat as he realizes he got really lucky there. Almost back-to-back solo shots, one for the Muckdogs and almost one for the Doubledays on back-to-back batters. Caulfield set, the pitch, ripped down the first base line. A phenomenal snag at first by Evan Edwards. The ball ricocheted off of his wrist, popped up, and he caught it on the rebound, managed to tag first. Great job by Edwards. His wrist might be a little black and blue after that, but able to get the first out of the inning. Wilmer Perez batting .333. Takes a shot on this next pitch. It's going to split the gap in left center. Perez is going to gun for 2, and he's going to make it there with 1 out. Onyx Vega steps back in. And the first time he was up in the rain game. This is kind of the spots, the 3, 4, 5, and 6 spots where things really got going for the Doubledays on Saturday. Vega in his first at-bat had a single and an RBI attached to it. 2 outs, runner on second. First pitch of the at-bat, called a strike on the outside corner. So a runner on second, 1 out. This ball is hit straight to right field. That's going to drop. The runner's going to come home. Here's the throw home. And a throw back to third as he's actually going to stay at third. He went back there. Jesus Morales was coming around. The throw home made it. He realized he had enough time to get back to third. Igor Baez didn't realize he was going back, threw a little bit late, and Morales was able to get back sliding to third. So Wilmer Perez is up to the plate, and Martinez is in a jam. 1 out, runners on first and third for Auburn. First pitch, hit into left center field, able to make the play. Now the throw home, and I believe that is going to score Jesus Morales, so a sacrifice fly by Wilmer Perez makes it 3-2 Doubledays. Now here's a shot straight to the shortstop, Rosario, who snags it on a line drive, able to have a heads-up play. So a 1-2-3 inning, and now the Muck Dogs will get a chance to try to get their bats alive. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. You're listening to Muck Dogs Baseball on WBTA. The 1-0 count, as here's a bunt attempt that's going to go right back to Malaki. A great play, no! The ball is going to be dropped by Carrillo at first. On the 1-0 count, it's a bunt attempt by Rosario. Was just talking about how fast he is. Makes it to first after the ball is dropped by Carrillo on the throw from Malaki. Rosario, good lead. Rosario's going to go, pitch in the dirt. Here's the throw to second. Rosario's going to make it there. Again, using his speed, and right there is a stolen base. Muck Dogs today, 2 runs on only 2 hits. 7 hits for the Doubledays and 3 runs. However, runner goes. Here's the throw to third. It's a beautiful throw. However, it's a little bit late, as JT Arruda able to use his wheels to make it to third. There was really nothing that Baez could do there. Arruda got a huge jump off of second. So now all it's going to take is a hit to the outfield for Arruda to manage to tag up at third. The Muck Dogs in a bad situation now. This game could be 4-2. Depending on what happens, there's only 1 away. The 1-2 framed well by Baez, but not called on the outside corner. The full count with 1 out. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Suriel gets a huge second out there, as that eliminates the possibility of a sacrifice fly in this 1-run game. Trying to make it a 4-2 game, Suriel trying to do the opposite. Here's a hit to second. This should be a routine play on the ground. Throw to first. Play is made, and Suriel pounds the ground in celebration. The Muck Dogs escape, and Auburn leaves 1 runner stranded at third. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th, and this is a huge inning for Batavia, as 5 of the runs scored this year have happened in the 7th. They're down 1 run trying to come back against Auburn. You're listening to Muck Dogs Baseball on WBTA. Now the 1-2 hits straight back up the middle, and Nick Reddy does it again. It's a base hit. After getting a double, a triple last night, today he has a single. This ball's hit straight back to Suriel, who makes the play, throws it onto first, and he jumps in celebration. A line drive straight back at him on the mound. And he actually took off running full sprint to first. He wasn't sure if Edwards was covering or not, and then tossed it to him at the last second. Edison is set. The 3-2 pitch hits straight back at him, but he's able to get his glove in front of it, throws it onto first, and able to make the play. A line shot again back to Suriel. Doubleday's trying to do target practice. Suriel able to put his glove up on all of these hits. This one was hit so hard, it immediately shot back out of his glove. He was able to stick with it, threw it onto first, and the runner, the key thing is that Sandfleur, the runner on second, did not advance. He thought the throw was going to be coming back to him. So now there's 2 outs. And now Evan Edwards comes up to the plate. Muck Dogs need to get something going in the bottom of the 8th inning. They only have 4 outs left to try to tie the game. First pitch hit straight back up the middle. That's going to go into center field. Here comes Orr. The throw home from center. The slide. He's out at the plate. A gorgeous throw from Rafael Bautista, and Orr is out. I thought from up here that he got his foot in because he had his waist tagged, but that is not the call. So a base hit with Orr trying to score fails. And it is still a 3-2 lead for the Auburn Doubledays. We're heading into the top of the 9th inning. You're listening to Muckdogs Baseball on WBTA. The Auburn Doubledays are headed to their first victory of the season, but it's going to take 3 more outs for them to get it. The Muckdogs have a chance to walk it off. They're down 3-2 in the bottom of the 9th. Muckdogs down by 1. Nick Reddy starting it off. Here's the first pitch. This ball is popped sky high. Reddy missed it. It's in shallow center, and the play is able to be made by the shortstop, JT Arruda, on the first pitch. Nick Reddy pops it up. Muckdogs have 5 hits today on 2 runs. Doubledays have 8-3. Here's a ball hit straight back to center field. It's misjudged. No, the play is able to be made by Rafael Bautista. 2 pitches, 2 outs as Guaymaro hits it into center field. And again, in only 2 pitches, the Muckdogs are down to their last out of the game. 2-0 count to Igor Baez. Frey Perez coming in to replace Bobby Malacki. This ball is a shot to left field, and it's gone! Baez ties it in the bottom of the 9th inning, 3-3. Do you believe what I just told you? It's a tie game. Baez on a 2-0 count has just tied it 3-3 with a moonshot to left field, and the dugout comes out to greet him. Everyone jumping up and down, celebrating, and this game is going to either go to extra innings or it's going to be a walk-off with a 2-out homer by Baez. Unbelievable. Brian Hernandez steps in, who was the other one to have the home run to left field, exactly where Baez hit it earlier. So now, first pitch of the at-bat is a strike, 0-1. Hernandez makes contact to third, throw on to first, a long throw. Hernandez is not able to leg it out. But I cannot believe what just happened that inning. In 2 pitches, there were 2 outs, and then Baez turns around and ties it at 3. We're headed to the top of the 10th inning. Stay tuned. You're listening to Muckdogs Baseball on WBTA. Perez doesn't like the call from his catcher, Onyx Vega. Now he gets the signal. The 1-2 delivery. This is a shot to deep left field. Going back at the wall. It's off the wall. And the tying run is going to come home to score. Dalvy Rosario does it. He comes through as he celebrates at second. And for the second time, the Batavia Muckdogs, down to their last out of the inning, come through. Igor Baez with a solo home run in the bottom of the 9th. Now in the bottom of the 10th, Dalvy Rosario coming through with a hit to left field off the wall, and this game will continue. It's a 4-4 game in the bottom of the 10th. A look back to third, now the pitch. Hit back up the middle to short. Play is made, throw to first, it's out! The Muckdogs escape the inning. Dalvy Rosario celebrates on his throw, and the Muckdogs now are headed to the bottom of the 11th inning with the game still tied. All it takes is 1 run to now walk it off. You're listening to Muckdogs Baseball on WBTA. Guaymaro now back into this batter's box. He is crowding the plate right now, 0-2 in a different batting stance, it seems. He's much lower. 0-2, contact made into left field, and now it's a walk-off for the Muckdogs. Peyton Burdick comes home to score, and Batavia comes back to win 5-4 in Game 1 of this doubleheader. Guaymaro with an 0-2 count, hits it on the ground, and it goes into left field. And in the bottom of the 11th inning, this game is finally over as Guaymaro is swarmed between first and second. Welcome back to Dwyer Stadium. 5-4 victory in the bottom of the 11th inning for the Muckdogs. Albert Guaimaro walking it off with a single RBI. Honestly, I really don't know who I gave the most valuable player to. There was a total of 9 hits this game. Orr got 1, Rosario got 1, Burdick got 1, Edwards got 1, Baez got 1, which was a home run, Hernandez got 1, and Reddy got 2. Guaimaro, with his 1 hit, was the winning RBI, so you make a choice here of who you think should be MVP for the first game, because I honestly have no idea who to give it to. This was a phenomenal team effort by the Muckdogs. Everybody struggled pretty much the exact same. 1 for 4, 1 for 4, 1 for 4, 1 for 5, 2 for 5. It goes down the list. Nunez was the only one on the roster, on the lineup today, that didn't get a hit. He was 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. But, I mean, the entire lineup got at least 1 base hit practically. Everything was shared around. Do you give it to Guaimaro, who had the walk-off single RBI, or do you give it to Igor Baez, who with a 2-0 count and with 2 outs on 2 pitches, hit a solo shot in the bottom of the 9th to tie it up to even send this to extra innings? I'm not sure. You all can be the one to decide that. That's going to be it for today's coverage of Muckdogs baseball Game 1 on WBTA. We will be back in 30 minutes to provide coverage of Game 2. Pete Zeller will be calling that game. This has been Tyler Helvin providing you today's baseball coverage for the Batavia Muckdogs. I had a fantastic time here. It was a phenomenal game, so much fun. Like I said, you'll be hearing from Pete Zeller for Game 2. Good night, everyone.